world, we're live. It's me, the Jcrow, and today we're in Adobe Photoshop and we're going to be illustrating some ArtFight attacks. Today's target is called Apple, and they are cute and apple themed in color. I do have the username of the person that owns it. On ArtFight, they're called Sans Azrael, and we've already got 3 likes on the video too. Thank you, everybody. 3, 2, 1, canvas reveal. That's the little guy in the corner. It doesn't say what they are in the description, but they're like a bat and a cat. Squeaky clean, I think I got number 1. You did, you swiped the number 1 crown from Bagoki. So we're all up to date, we're ready to go. I have absolutely no poses for this little guy. It reminds me a little bit of a Pokemon. It reminds me a little bit of Gligar. Like it's definitely a very different design to Gligar, but just the concept of the little wings up in the air. And then the big silly cat grin. Very cute. I was giggling because I was looking at pictures of Glygars. So I pressed enter and it was like, One of them looks very suspicious. Do you want to see? This one. This one is like very suspicious. Like, okay, I don't understand the YouTube rank system. Yeah. As a streamer or a content creator, you can level up certain things with YouTube to gain like monetization in different ways. One of them gives you super chat or something in live streams. It's like sending emotes in Twitch. And you can pay for them. So I'm pretty sure once you've got partnership, because once you've unlocked it, you've unlocked it. It's pay to win. Pay to win. Pay to win chat feature. So I've only just got in. I was out helping doing boring license renewals and stuff at the post office today. But it was really, really warm. And so when I got in, I was like, right, I've got 20-ish minutes to stream. So my choices at the moment are going to be get a sketch ready or get a quick shower. The shower one. I was like, if I'm just going to be kind of like spending the whole stream cranky with an itchy face, like, shower. Nisty, hey, I've done literally nothing the past 3 days, but it's been pretty fine. And Bagoki agreed, but I do enjoy the false superiority of having a big number. Exactly. It's still fun. It's still like silly, I guess, or at least it's silly enough for now while it's new. I like clicking on it and being like, right, who's the super fans today? Because it's interesting, because number 1 crown, Nisty's currently swiped it. Astro Blazer swiped the second one and Bagoki's got third. Squeaky clean, you ain't got none. However, everyone is on 75 XP at the minute. So I think it also takes into account how long you've been in the chat, potentially. To, like, outrank you there, maybe. Nisty, we all have the same number, but it's not giving us all the same place. Pretty much. Pretty much. And then, like I say, if I unlock, or when I unlock, let's be more optimistic, partnership features with YouTube, you can pay to win. And then it kind of means, does it mean less? I mean, it's meaningful in terms of appreciation to someone supporting the channel. But it's also like, aha, I've been here for 3 seconds and I've took the first crown, goodbye. I'd be sulking if it was me. Like, that's my crown, give it back. I wonder if it'll tell you the difference. I wonder if you'll get 2 sets of top spots and you can be like, okay, so you're winning for just being here and you're winning because you've got your mum's credit card. Thank you for spending it on streamers. So I'm struggling. I want this bit. And But it's also got like these pointy bits here. I'm trying not to completely lose the silhouette in drawing it whilst keeping the pose. But there's a lot of overlapping designs. We'll get there, don't worry. Someone's messing with this bit. Does it count as a beard? Does it have a little beard? His little mouth. It's cute. Oh, it looks like a little Pokemon. Well, that is a baby. That do be a baby. I need to be careful. I'm going to summon Pebble. Squeaky, you read my message and said it was nasty. Excuse me? Squeaky Clean, we're all the same crown, but it's not giving us all the same place, and then you cried. Ragoki, 4th of July is terrible for people who need sleep. I'm not even in America, and I was up till 4 a.m. watching live streams of the fireworks. But Bagoki, you say that you think you can finally rest easy because it's been 4 days and you think the neighbors have stopped blowing stuff up. Wait, have they still been doing it? What do you mean I read your message and said it was nasty, Squeaky? Oh, I read yours and said nisty. Sorry. Ami, hello. Hi, I just spawned an all cute drawing. The mouth reminds me of Mimikyu. Yes, it's so cute. This is an ArtFight attack. And the character is called Apple, which I think suits the colour palette. And their ArtFight username is Chara-sans Azriel on the bottom right. I don't know what the character actually is, but I think it's like a cross between a bat and a cat. It's really cute though. So are you doing ArtFight by any chance? Nisty, I finally got this really cool bracelet I ordered from Ukraine yesterday. Nice. Have you shared it to Discord? For those that don't know, there is an art Discord linked in the bio and the description. Yo, the song I was listening to just ended in like really crazy laughter. Caught me off guard. Oh, this guy's cute. Look at his little bow tie as well. This guy knows that they're a cutie pie. And they got little paws too. Very important detail, do not miss. I think we've got, no, there's like this thing. So I think we're looking at most of the needed details. Now we can mess around with proportions, I guess, because face needs to be a little lower. Ami, the fuck is wrong with my spelling? Bago, Ado. Ado, Bago, Ado, Bago. I was listening to Ado earlier on the bus. Bagoki, I'm going to that one in Chicago. I hope I don't get shot. I also hope you don't get shot, Bagoki. Good luck. Hi, Night Watcher. Welcome. Misty, what song was it? Me? There's a lot. I mean, Aishite was one of them. And Crime and Punishment, I think. And then the YouTube algorithm went, you're listening to like really strong, like a little bit edgy Vocaloid type music. Here's some mainstream pop. And it just kept shuffling it into weird stuff and songs that are popular because they're TikTok sounds. It's like, don't get me wrong, the songs are good, but like that's not what I was listening to. I want this paw to be a little more raised. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. And then the third one attaches. Okay. It's cute. I think this is okay. We can do the flip test though. Considering it's a really rough looking sketch, yeah, it's fine. Goozy, hi! You just spawned and you've already yoinked the second crown. Well done. Ami, they're all old gentlemen. And Night Watcher, who is Uzi? I only see Kimberly Centers. Uzi is... Isn't Uzi a type of gun? That's what Bagoki's going to avoid when they're going to Chicago. Look at Chicago.
Uzi's one of the characters from Murder Drones.
Yeah, but isn't it also a gun? Like, we know that...
Yes.
Whoa, there was a cat under the desk.
There you go, Key.
I just, like, suddenly felt something soft on my leg. Cats? How long were you under that? Mageki's the black cat, so, like, if he's in a shadow, you don't see him. Shadow the Hedgehog. I mean, my favorite song of Ado's is Tot Musica, and fun fact, Tot is a German word. I don't know if it's intended though. It means death. I mean, death music sounds like an appropriate title for an Ado song. Okay. I draw this little fella. Oh, he's so cute. A little fish. They're so stupid. Just like Pebble. They're so cute. Is this the right brush? It is. You can probably make it a bit bigger as well, actually. Increase. Yeah, that'll do. Also, Astroblaze, how is your mystery project going? Bagoki, your favorite song is either All Night Radio or Sakura Bayori. Squeaky clean. We're all getting stopped at 75 experience points. Yeah, but it keeps sharing the crown. Nisty is still in a firm first place, which also happened last stream. So it's got to be calculating something else once you get the 75 points. I hope they update it so you can get more, because staying at 75 is a little bit boring. It'd be really funny to have someone be like, Squeaky Clean does 24-hour live streams sometimes for charities, and sometimes he does them usually for New Year too. So can you imagine the amount of points you could accrue if it just kept going? I could try a 24-hour stream. I have never done it, and I have no idea what I'd do for that long. So I'm only saying that because last time I mentioned Squeaky does 24-hour streams, people have asked immediately if I'll do them or if I do. Like, I don't know. I could probably draw a lot in that much time. Okay, are these little things attached to the ear? They are. Ear hole, I mean. Concentration. There you go. Easy, I just scarfed down Funyuns. What's a Funyun? Thanks for asking. You're welcome. Nisty, I think you can get more than 75. Yeah. I assume you can get more once the super chat things are unlocked. But again, that'd just be paying. I wonder if you get bonus if you're unsubscribed and you subscribe. Like if you're a new subscriber, I wonder if that'll give you one, because on Twitch it gives you bonus points. That's what it is, isn't it? It's trying to compete with channel points on Twitch. Channel points is the exact same thing, only you can save up an indefinite amount of them. It just keeps going. So it's a lot better in that regard. Oh dear, I never did the audio check. Should I just... Okay, the audio is fine. I can probably turn the quality down. I am in a little bit of a corner, so I'm worried about it echoing. Wee, little paw, cute. Just a baby bat cat. I'm assuming it's a bat cat. I've just decided it kind of looks like a mixture of the two. Bagoki, the most I would stay up is like 20 hours. Astroblaze, you could try a 24-hour animation challenge. Oh, that's a question, actually. People do that in the game industry. They do, it's got a name, but it's basically like crunch time. I mean, you get it in the animation community too, in industry. Not the community, in the industry. The industry are like, 24 hours, finish this. They'd be like, no thank you. And then, you know, you end up doing it anyway because you want to get paid. I've had that before. I've had it with freelance stuff before too, where it's like, hey, I want to just like railroad this, change it. I don't know. Thanks. Also, could you not? Wee, cute. Squeaky clean jam. Mochi, yesterday I was feeling sad, but now I feel better. I'm glad you feel better. I mean, just a little gentleman woman animal. They're just a little insert every descriptive word. Positively, though, positive ones. They're just a little creature, a little critter. Go a little foot. And a second one, something tells me we're going to be potentially done by the hour mark again. Big paw. Obviously, I'm like quicker and more efficient at drawing stuff that are like heavily cartoony. Cough, cough, Jack and Colby. Lots of practice. No, Pagoki. I love that it's not winter, but it's also hot. Yeah, 'tis the season of like rushing home to get a shower early. Bro really said, "You're right, Uzi. This is you, Uzi. That's you." That's realize I hate that it's not winter. I mean, you do work in a shop with no air conditioning, so yeah. Also, Amy, anyways, I gotta leave for school now. Bye bye. Bye. Have a good day at school. I hope it's fun and the teachers aren't mean. So this guy just has big, round paws. So we're just going for big old circles. Cute, 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 cute. The sketch is kind of like making it hard to see. Cute. I think I should give a bit more mass to the paw on the corner though. It shouldn't just be flat to the body. A little bit more like that. See, it's really sweet, but I feel like it could like proper pack a punch with those paws. You could get a lot of weight behind them, right? Coal beans, yes. Bugoki, yesterday I sat in high heat and humidity in a beekeeping suit for an hour and a half. Oh. Oh, that doesn't sound like a vibe. That doesn't sound as fun as it could be. Far to be bigger than that. So Squeaky's also said good luck at school. Okay, and then we need it to be a little bit wider too, because the other paw is a bit less of a perfect circle and a little bit more oval. Did I just... No. Like that. And then we're going to have toe bean. I should probably just draw these on a different layer so they're easier to move around if I need to. I say, and then proceed to not do that thing I said that'd help me out and do it the hard way instead. Like this paw, don't want it there anymore. Be gone. Okay, now I'll do the thing I said I'd do. Paw here, paw in theory there, though I'm not sure we'd actually be able to see it at that angle. Paw up there? I'll make this one bigger maybe. Enlarged. What's that little pixel bit doing there? Huh. Oh. Okay. I was on the wrong layer. Checks out, checks out. But yeah, I only did boring stuff technically today, but at least it was important stuff. Sometimes you just have to do the boring stuff. Also, Nisty, I'm sorry you're at work tomorrow. May be blessed with weather that's more appropriate to the labor you're doing. Kitty thing! Sorry, Uzi, you were about to disappear off the canvas. Go on. Okay, but Goki, you saw the queen bee. Yeah, didn't you mention that there was something to do with, like, you were tasked to find the queen bee? Okay, so this guy has, like, pointy white at the top of the head here, which ends at the mouth. And then it also has a lightly colored tummy and light underneath the paws. And then it's light on the bottom of the tail. It's got that shark-themed camouflage going on. And then the top will be in all these colors, but I'll add the gradients later. So this is just the base. See, I drop the colors in horrendously like this so that I can zoom in and color it slower. Because I like to hand color stuff as opposed to using the fill tool. People have yelled at me before for it. People that were supposed to be friends. But that's not friend behavior. They're not friends anymore. Don't keep people around that put you down. Yay. Like this apple cat would never put you down. Clearly a friend. Uzi, my mom had a wasp in her mouth once. Excuse me? Before I was even born, and I'm still wondering how she's alive. I mean, it checks out, Uzi, because I don't know about everyone else in chat, but if I had a wasp in my mouth, the first thing I'd do is scream, which is the best thing to do because you've now opened your mouth so it can leave. Do I need to put a poll up asking people if they'd scream if they had a wasp in their mouth? Is that...
Yes.
Imagine you've never been to the channel, you just jump into chat and go, there's a poll, and you get, if there was a wasp in your mouth. So, I feel like natural instincts would have helped her survive there. Okay, let's just, like, this can be messy. Let's start with the face. I like starting with the face. And these parts of the cheeks, I believe, are coloured. Cute. Sorry, I'm just like mumbling cute to myself because I'm like, it's a cat. I should probably stop. I don't want to be annoying. Just stop. Big okay, teeth are stronger than wasp, plus extra protein. You would eat? Astroblaze, who yelled at you, send me their coordinates. I could! I really could send you the coordinates. I know where you live. Ironically, throwback to the beginning of the stream, it was the same guy who complained to me that he had to walk 15 minutes to get to work from his house. Same person, actually. He yelled at me. He said that my coloring wasn't so like I did like a private stream with Discord because you can do that to just like him because I was going to start streaming. And I was like, I'm kind of shy. I know I'll do this. And the whole time he was just like berating me. He was like, your coloring isn't satisfying enough, and I don't know. He was just complaining about the way I color mostly and saying it wasn't satisfying. And I was sat there like, damn, that's what a friend's saying? What would people on the internet say? And now it's like, well, it's fun, so... I'm glad I tried again afterwards, because like I say, I got to a point where I'm like, well, realistically, that just wasn't friend behavior, because even if it was really bad, there are better ways you could have put that and handled the situation. I eventually, didn't last long with that one. It's like, you know what? Not a friend. That's not friend behavior. Get out. But yeah, he was like straight up like yelling about it. I'm like, whoa. You're so angry over this. I'm glad I did decide to stream again. I think Squeaky encouraged me to. So you can thank Squeaky for your live streams to an extent. Obviously, I am also actively streaming. Sorry, I just got shown a picture of a cat doing a blip. It's pretty good.
It's in effects as well.
No, Pebble isn't. I mean, Regeki's a black cat, but Pebble isn't
Months, my dear.
the month. Yeah, I know. I noticed. I thought you were saying that it was Pebble and Regeki. I was like, Pebble isn't brown. he's he's the black and white cat. He's like the Felix. Pebble, did you think I was shouting you? Oh, who's so clever? Did you hear your name? Do you want to say hi to the chat even though they can never hear you? You do. Oh, Regeki's under the table again. I didn't notice him. I'm surrounded by animals.
Say something, Pebble.
Cute. Oh, hello, baby cat. Oh, he's so cute. You guys can't see him. Astro Blaze a little bitch energy.
Yes, Pebble has little bitch energy, Astro Blaze, of course.
Misty says, I have a wasp in my mouth and I must scream. Mochi, I have no work tomorrow. You got a day off? Nice. So you're going to volunteer at the shelter and see the kitties? Yay! I learned there was a kitty shelter near us. So I'm tempted to volunteer. I want to go and see. So, fun fact: we have animals, local animal shelters, including cat, dogs as well. So cats and dogs. Volunteering doesn't necessarily just have to be like feeding and grooming and stuff. Sometimes you can just walk into animal shelters and be like, "Hey, can I just play with the dogs? I'll walk the dogs. I'll play with the cats." Because sometimes a lot of them are happy to just let you do that as well. Because the animals lack enrichment and they benefit from the playtime, the energy release, and the socialization from it. So if there's a local animal shelter near you, you'd also be doing a good job by just going in to be like, hey, I just kind of want to talk to the dogs. Let me in. Let me in.
Hey, chat, look how cute Pebble is. Oh, wait, you can't.
Because I'm not a face streamer. I hide my face in shame. Got little lines on its face.
Oh, you should be a PNG tuber, but the P stands for Pebble.
I mean, I could make a PNG tuber, but I don't know how. I'd have to learn how. And I don't know what I'd make as my PNG tuber.
Just have like a picture of Pebble that bounces up and down.
Just people in the corner. Bagoki. Walking to work is nice. I hate car-centric cities. Same. Misty, guys, now that my fingernails are not causing infected wounds on my fingers anymore, should I paint my nails again? Heck yeah. If it's safe for you to do so, heck yeah. Sorry, my music stopped. I need to go and tell YouTube that yes, I'm still listening.
Speaking of car-centric cities, my sister recently did the stupid thing of going to Leeds in a car.
People aren't going to know that unless they know the area. And
Oh, Leeds is like the third biggest city in England,
I think this
and
is,
it's all one way.
yes, it might be specifically a European problem or an England problem. Anyone, so like based on where you live, there might be cities where, so in England we have a one-way system sometimes, kind of like a keep left system. But a one-way road in England means it doesn't have the dual like highway sort of. So like your road looks like this, and usually you have your little lines and you can go like that way and that way on the road. We have a lot of roads that are like this, and it's one way only, you can't go backwards on it. And Leeds is one of the biggest cities in England, and it is full of one-way roads. For context on that. I really like being a person that can't drive, and then when you get a taxi or a friend's driving, and then they ask you for directions, and I have to say to them, give you directions on how to get there based on being a pedestrian. I can give you pedestrian directions, but like, I can walk up and down the one-way streets. You can't. I also don't know which ones are because I don't pay attention to that. I'm not driving. Misty, pretty sure they're fully healed actually. Nice. I'm glad to hear it. And Uzi, I want to be able to fly to your house and boop your face. Thank you. I got a really cute picture of Pebble this morning. Hey, baby. Although he's been a little bit sulky recently because of how warm it is. So he's not been as cuddly. He does the thing where it's like he wants to cuddle and snuggle, but he sits there for like no time until he gets frustrated and runs to sit in front of the air conditioning. Like, he wants to be cold. I don't blame him. He is wearing a little fur coat after all. Uh, and Uzi, you want to live with my friends, but I'm too young to tweak out. I think everyone can relate to the dream of at some point wanting to live with their friends. Especially when houses were like more affordable too. Because it was like, if we all live together, then we know each other is pretty cool and we can get a cool house. Cough, cough, with a swimming pool. Heck yeah. I want to go swimming. I have a very. Oh no! I'm running out of time to go swimming, actually. Oh. How long? Monday? Monday. Okay, I have some time, I guess. So on Monday, they're going to put a IV on me that runs for 24 hours and it's going to be on for like a month. They refill it whilst it's still on and stuff like that. It's called a CAD unit for those curious. But it is like a portable IV and it gets put in this ugly, ugly like bum bag thing that you're meant to tie around your waist. Hideous accessory, honestly. Can't take it off. And naturally, I'm not going to be able to go swimming with an IV on. I'm going to start that again on Monday. Binge. This day, it still hasn't been warm enough to swim. Just wear, like, a coat and then go swimming. Joking, don't do that. Please don't drown. Okay, wonderful idea. What? Okay, one way road scare me, and Mochi, I really want a cat named Mochi that's a fluffy calico cat one day. I love calicos, they're so cute. I say this all the time, I'm like, one day I want to own a calico cat. They're just so cute. I've always loved them. I know Squeaky wants a Maine Coon or a Ragdoll because they're super duper fluffy also. But you know who else is super duper fluffy? Pebble. Pebble. You're so fluffy. Baby. Are you still under the... Rigeki's still under the desk. He's having a good time. He's just sitting. And now I have to like... I'm sat dead awkwardly because I don't want to kick him. I didn't know he was there. I didn't know he was under there last time I streamed, and I just kind of like caught him and he looked at me so offended. I was like, no! Why did you sit on my foot? I didn't know you were there. Get out! It's cute though. Uzi, I'm gonna also maybe go swimming with my grandparents in Texas. So it's kind of funny. It's like you have to go Texas specifically to go swimming. This guy's pretty cute. Gotta be honest, this is pretty cute. I don't know if I've said anything about it, but they're pretty cute. I've had this character bookmarked since last year, by the way. So this one's been sat here for a while. Like, hey, look at my face. I'm adorable. Yes, you are. I can probably do a little bit of shading on its tie. So we do like a little shading on some areas of its design to help them stand out a bit more, so it's a bit less flat. As I mentioned last time, I'm not going too crazy with things like shading. I'm just putting in what helps accentuate. Because I am not well and undergoing hospital treatment. So I need to maintain my limits, which is something I'm really bad at doing. I'm very good at medically gaslighting myself by being like, you're just pretending. You're not pretending. Okay. Yeah, that's a little better. I don't like it being all the way up, so I'm going to cancel it about there-ish. And colour it out. Misty, I can barely swim anyways. Well, there's one way to get better at it. Mochi, I only have 2 little dogs, but I can't wait until I get out so I can have a cat. I'm sure you'll get prime pick at the cat shelter too. You'll be able to walk in and go, guys, today's my day. I have moved out and I can adopt a kitty. Oh, how are you going to choose? You have to choose from all the little babies at the shelter? All of them little fluffy guys are babies that you've been looking after, and then you have to like pick one. You know, being a foster home for cats is also pretty good too. So then you get to see lots of little kitties. You get to see all the kitties, especially actual kittens, because usually they need socializing and stuff. Let's put in bits of green. Okay, so I'm trying to be cautious of the areas that have gradients. So like the wings need to be a lighter color, and so do the tips of the toes. But okay, wait, I just had a thought. How do other people draw little circles? I start at the top of the circle and go to the left, but I don't know if the direction changes based on your dominant hand. Well, I'm left-handed, and I always do that. So I think I'm starting at the bottom. Usually, if I can start at the top, so I'll do like top right or the bottom. It kind of like it changes based on the pose as to where I'll start it. Starting from the left gets a bit wonky though. So starting from the top going left, starting from the bottom going left. I start on this side apparently, and I always move left. We'll go on circles. It's just so cute. Stop saying that, Jcrow. Imagine if this was a speed draw video, I'd have like a counter in the corner for every time they mumble, that's so cute. Cute. Baby. These little sparkles they have on the wings are cute too. Cute, 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 baby. I'll do them in more detail later. Now we're still colouring. Izzy, this little thing reminds me of things I draw at 3 a.m. when watching Sailor Moon. That sounds like a great compliment, actually. Misty, you do it exactly like that. Bagoki. Oh no, I've read that one. Oh, so you draw circles like what I did on the screen? Do you want me to hold the pen to chat and then you can draw a circle on the screen also? There you go. I'm holding the pen to my phone. You can do it. Look, Misty is drawing a circle through the screen. That is a square. That's a square, my dude. No, try again. Okay, that's a star. That's pretty good, Misty, but draw a circle, please. That is, in fact, a triangle. What are you drawing now? Misty, what's that? That's a really lumpy circle. Oh, it's not a circle. What are you drawing? What are you drawing now? Sans Undertale! Eh? Don't worry, I'll help you. Oh, that's a circle. There you go. Neat pen, Uzi. I needed that. So good job I have a spare, huh? Oh, let's check the top fan things, actually. Yeah, Nisty's still number 1. Uzi's second, Astral Blaze third. And from 3rd to 7, we've also got Pagoki, Squeaky, Ami, and a Night Watcher. Uzi, how did we get to shapes from to sands? Ask Nisty. Nisty was the one drawing the shapes, clearly. It was not me at all. No, I went out the line because I was laughing at the sands down. Eats all the pen. Well, now we're stuck. It's a good job this tablet also lets me draw with my finger. There you go, we can draw with a finger too. Fagoki, the 75 XP limit snubbed me from place. I'm sorry. See, it'd be really cool if you just kept accruing it. If you just kept getting the XP, that'd be really fun. And then we could probably get some silly numbers going on there. Oop. Colour. Okay, so we've got a lot of the flat colours looking pretty good. And then I just need to kind of airbrush some details in too. I'm going to try and make the paws shiny. Yeah, it's shiny. And in the eye. And I can lower the opacity and see if that helps with the shininess. There you go. Sparkle. Sparkle kitty. Uzi, that's not going to stop me. Eats finger. I screamed. But don't worry, the mic won't pick it up. Good job, I have 9 more of those.
Hey?
Good job, I have 9 more of those. The fingers. Great. I'm gonna sit. I'm sitting at like such a pose so I don't. Regeki looks so comfy, but now I'm kind of like sat really awkward in the chair. Okay. Now we can. Ooh, that's not the opacity I demanded. I want this piece. We're going to create a clipping layer and I'm going to use that to basically start adding the warmer shades. We're going to add them as a solid and then I'm going to use one of the blur filters to make it blend nice and smooth. Because you can manually do this, but there are blur filters that just make it so much smoother. It's very nice. I will also be erasing areas that don't need to have this colour pigment in and neatening it up as I go as well. But first things first is this part. Misty, we all got 75 XP. Let's see. Yes, you do. You do, but who got 75 XP first? Okay, I think the paws. Did the paws have it? No? We good? And Astral Blaze, my dog has developed a bit of a habit of lying directly behind my desk chair, so I literally cannot move. Can you rotate? Does your chair rotate? My chair doesn't move much on the carpet because it's got wheels, so I just kind of rotate in and out of my desk. Although at the moment I'm sitting how I imagine somebody would draw their OC sitting if they searched sitting poses. It's a very not sat at a desk type pose, you know? I look more like I'm posing. But it's okay, because it means I'm not going to kick the kitty by accident, and that's the more important bit. Ooh. See, this is made like a very smooth gradient, and depending on what number I want to put it at will affect the smoothness of it. 10 maybe. 11 maybe. Slowly upping the pixel size. That'll do. I just need to make sure it's not in the places it's not meant to be, so we're just tidying up the gradient now. Astral Blaze, I can rotate, but because it has arms, it traps me against the desk unless I move back first. Oh. Well, I guess it's the dog's table now. Here you go. Okay, I sit with my feet on the chair and my knees on my chest. So you sit like L from Death Note. Magoki's a detective. See, I could make the hard line there because of the head, but I think it's probably best to leave that soft. And then I just noticed there is a little bit of yellow in this little bit of hair too. It's very tempting to animate an apple flying across the screen for this one, actually. They get a totally normal pose, but then like an apple just shoots across in the background. You know, I've seen some really funny duo poses that I was really tempted to do, but I don't know if people will appreciate it or not. It's like, would people appreciate silly poses with the OCs? Some people might not. So I'm like, that's not a serious pose. Oh, Bagoki, I'm not that creepy. Maybe that's creepy as hell. Okay, so this character uses this color. Although I think I'm going to use a green on the eyes. Possibly. Yeah, that looks sweeter. Well, they look quite cute. Uzi, I sit like a fox and no one can stop me. What do you mean you sit like a fox? I'm Googling it. What do I Google? Fox sat down? That's a Pokemon. Sitting fox. It's cute. He's cute. Why is he so happy? Oh, they're so cute. They're so fluffy. I get foxes in the garden sometimes. What? Suddenly an audio's playing that I did not subscribe to. Go away. Thank you. Okay, so most of this it actually is gonna look good in the same like dark reddish actually is very complementary to it. Okay, seems like most of it's gonna be in this color anyway. I'm just gonna skeet around the whole character with it real quick and then go in and edit the green out because that is the lesser color and I feel like this makes it quicker. Okay, let's do some green lines. Uzi, oh, you got more than one finger? Eats all my other fingers. It's a good job I can draw with it in my mouth. Wait, should I try that? What should I draw? Should I draw a Colby? Hold the pen in my teeth. Why are we getting distracted like this? Can I even reach? Hang on. Got it. It's in my teeth. Wait. Can I even reach it? This is the ADHD. What? No! Where did I dropped it? Try again. But okay, do you remember when we were talking about circles? That's a circle. It's bad. I'm not even pushing hard enough for it to register. It's not working. How about you like my back teeth to hold it? That's better. Colby, there you go. Good job, I can draw just as well with the pen between my teeth as I ever could with my hand. That's your quality. Submit to ArtFight it goes. Misty, no, this isn't big sidetrack. Pen in teeth. You know, there are artists out there, amputee artists, that can paint absolutely stupendously by holding the paintbrushes in their mouth or between their toes. They'll use their mouth or their feet. We're talking realistic portraits and stuff. What did you do to Colby? What did I do to your boy Colby? What did you do to Colby? This is on you. I have no hands left, remember? We can try and get Jack too. We can bully them both. Hold on. Whoa. Oh no. It's gonna look like a party hat. Wait. No, that looks bad. I like slobbering all over my pen. Cringe. Okay. Oh, I'm trying to draw a tooth. There you go. It's beautiful. So I submit it as a carrot OC reference to my ArtFight. I'm just drying off my pen, sorry. Is there teeth marks on it? Because beautiful, talented. Who wants a portrait done? I will do teeth portraits. Oh no, listen. Okay. Uzi, you're the one who used your teeth. You could have used your nose or something. Silence is me being like, do I really want to stick a pen up my nose? It's like on the one hand, it's funny. On the other hand, I have to touch that. Misty, that does not look like Jack. What do you mean? He has like, they have like the tooth and the eyes, the little hat. What do you mean? I see no difference between these two. What do you mean? What do you mean? Oh no, I forgot hearts in Colby's ears. This is a complete look how cute the one in the middle is, and then it's just this stuff on the left. Uzi, that's not Jack. That's flapjacks. Astro Blaze, the misadventures of Flapjack and Colby Cheese. They are quite unfortunate. And Nisty, I know what you mean. I thought it too, I just won't say anything. Should I drop them in Discord? Be like, done. Can you imagine if when I first came back to drawing, I was like, guys, I can draw again. Behold, and that's what I shared. Would you be nice? Would you be like, I think your hands aren't as recovered as you claim? Why does it look like you're drawing with your teeth with no experience? Well, you can do amazing art holding a brush that way. I am not one of those people. Uzi, I asked my favorite sillies, Flapjacks and Coley. Coley? Wow. I finally made it, guys. My characters have bootlegs. We've made it. Terrible. all the green line art, and it looks like we're, even with the sidetrack, just about done by the hour mark again. Little guy, cute. Some untold horrors in the corner, just don't mind them. Okay, so I'm not actually sure where, right, so that reference can go. Is my line art saved? It's not. Oh no, Photoshop crash. Who saw that coming? But okay, when an elephant has better painting skills than me, I have never painted other than finger painting in elementary school. As well as I dare you to keep the untold horrors on with you. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? I'd be like, what is this? It's the squiggle underneath Colby as well. Like, is that his body or something? I don't want to be mean though. Oh, that is definitely. Welcome back, Regeki. Just felt him like scooching back under my legs again. He went to go get a drink and now he has returned. You found a good sitting spot. Good for you. I have the Untold Horrors saved, screenshotted. Don't worry. Right, so we are at the hour mark and we're already done with another little fella. Apple. I'm going to save it again in advance, which I did last time. Usually I don't save in thumbnail. Usually I don't save my exports whilst I'm on live because I feel like it's a little bit boring, but I also don't want to get confused in organization matters. So, because there's a lot of files. So I'm just going to export them real quick so you're going to have to look at Apple. Huh. Now I need someone else to attack. Yo, why is it exporting so slowly? Here you go. So I need a copy to send to them, which will be this one, and then a second copy of it as a PNG without the background, which will go in the animation main. This is my 11th character, not including dupes, like how Phantasm and Estia are both in frame 5, so that was 2. I also drew 2 characters for frame 6. So technically, I have more than that many because I've done duplicate characters for some. But they're on the same slide when it comes to the animation, so it only counts for what it is. Anyway, 11, Apple, and save. Now what do I do? Do I go find more people to ArtFight attack? I do have revenges to do, technically. We'll leave you with this little guy. If I jump over to YouTube. No, not YouTube. Okay, well that's Apple. You could help me pick a character for a revenge, I guess. I have a revenge to do, and I've not picked one of their characters really yet. So I'll put a screenshot on. So I was going to do revenge on this person. Let's hide. These are the characters. We're on to 8 likes with the live, and chat froze, so I've just resent it. Misty, I double dare you. Oh no, the actual we ended at Astro Blaze. Okay, maybe. Maybe I'll add them. Stinky Lemon, Skelly Pinky Lemon. Stinky Stinky, you missed me drawing with my teeth. Why am I on YouTube? Oh, to go to the stream and put up a poll. Skelly, the king's chariots will not be stopped. Are you sure about that? Uzi, guess who's been playing Deltarune for 2 hours? Not you. Couldn't possibly be. Okay, so PaintULIGO. New. Sorry, I'm looking at the YouTube live, so it's really small. Spookleton. ArtFight. ArtFight. I'll zoom in. There we go. Okay, it won't let me put in the fourth one. If you want to vote for Clotenspiel, just type it in chat. By the way, PaintULIGO is actually also the name of the account. Skelly, the king shall not be stopped, and Uzi, wrong. It was I. You sure? I never saw that coming. Whoa. Oh, I'm zooming in weird. Oh, it's because it's not Photoshop. It's... Look at all these little guys. And I was going to draw one of them for a revenge. Currently, we have 3 votes, and it has tied everyone together. But we do have 1 extra for Clotenspiel, which does again tie everyone together. We need someone to be a tiebreaker here. So we've got 1 vote for everybody other than Ewan. Uzi, I'm on the first chapter and I'm stuck on the king boss fight. Do you mean Asgore? Hit him with his car. In a truck, run him over. Oh, we've got an extra vote on Spookleton. So I'll give you all a little chance to get some extra votes on if you need to. But at the moment, we've got 1 vote, 2 votes, 3 vote, 4 vote. That's how the votes are looking currently. Another one for Clotenspiel. Okay, we've got a tie going on at the minute. Currently tied between Clotenspiel and Spookleton. Skelly, King and Asgore are different. Ah. I was so far from chapter 1 doing all the weird routes. One started on chapter 3. I tried Deltarune because it was free. And I got frustrated. And I hated Birdly. And I was like, I can't wait. I was like, I always like to be... Usually I'm nice in video games. But damn, I wanted to kill Birdly. Nobody likes Birdly. I don't like Birdly. It was so irritating. The way he was like, oh, my lovely lady Noelle, and Noelle's like, I'm not your lady. It's like, take no for an answer, Birdly, you dweeb. Okay, we need a tiebreaker between Clotenspiel and Spookleton. It's currently tied. We could make an extra vote. And Spookleton. Go, 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 poll. Oh, Astro Blaze, you voted for Clotenspiel too. We've got another poll up. Uzi, Birdley is so bad I hate his guts. Like, Noelle don't want you, bro. Exactly. It was so frustrating. He's like, mine. It's like, she's not yours. She don't belong to you. You can't just declare that a woman belongs to you. It's not how that works. She is saying no. Go get hit by Asgore's truck. Deltarune memes. That's what the truck's about. R.I.P. Noelle's sister. Misty, I hate hand-rolling cigarettes. You know your solution to that? Don't smoke the stinkies. Then you don't have to roll it, and you don't have the stinkies. Solutions. Big brain. Okay, Clotenspiel is winning. We got 5. I'm gonna go get that art reference because there's 7 of you in chat. So I don't think we could sway the tide here, could we? No. Okay. Our lovely lady wins. Let's go get her. So the lore on this character, we have a monster made of, air quotes, red liquids. It has collected from its prey. Its face that you see is false, and it actually hides a giant set of teeth behind the false face. Oh, now I'm tempted to animate the mask breaking. Okay. So the next character, ooh, can I just like get rid of the black background? Thank you. Ooh, they're very 3D looking. Okay. I'm gonna adjust the names of the character on the screen too, because we're not crediting the right person currently. Give me a name and your username. Character name. And username. Da-da. No idea what kind of post to put this in. Misty, even better solution would be getting one of those rolling machines. Master Blaze, do it, do it, do it. R.I.P. Des. Yes, Des, that was her name. Last thing she saw. New meaning to the term deer in headlights. Cute. Okay. Oh, Astral Blaze, you mean animate like the mask breaking? Could. Could. Do you know what pose to put them in? I don't know what pose. We should probably play around with the concept a bit first. I don't know. What's she gonna do? She's scary. She's a spooky girl. But also, so it's like it's got a really long neck. It's a shame we don't know what kind of prey, because I could totally add something like that. Insert severed head. But they also look really pretty. What if they're like twirling and then you could get like the pretty swirling ball gown thing going on, but it's like splattering, you know? Because we all know what's in there. And the only that's really cool concept actually, but also all of the characters so far have been mostly waist up, so unless they're really small or jumping. Uzi. Wait, Noella's sister, how did she die? She got hit by Asgore's truck. He hit a funny shaped speed bump and it was actually Des, deer in headlights. That's what got her. That's why there's no Des. She's not at college. She's not at college like Chara's brother. Not Chara. What is it in that one? Chris. See, I like the concept, but also, like I say, the rest of the characters, unless they're really small, are waist ups, which implies the dress would be more of a this shape, even as a ball gown. Who is Asgore? Do we have to get a picture of Asgore? Do you want me to draw him with my teeth? That'll be recognizable, right? Who's Asgore? He's stinky. I'm getting you a picture, Uzi, just for you. Do you want a picture of him in his dad shirt or in his king shirt? Do you want King Asgore or do you want like loser dad and a dad? I'll give you I'll give you the loser dad. Yeah, that one. Uzi, I hate Asgore now. This is the face of the character that ran over Des with the truck. And now Noelle doesn't have a sister anymore. Yeah. I'm not really sure. I'm not sure what pose to do. I need to look up horror. Some like horror references. She's got very nice eyes. Very pretty. Let's see, like the high bun. Ooh, what if we can add more drips? Seal the mask. We can have like drips on the hair more. This brush is really thick. Nisty, oh, we really are passing. Passing what? Oh, passing the crowns? Have your crowns moved yet? Is it that? We're passing 75 XP? Really? You are! Okay, Nisty is number 1. Uzi is number 2. Bagoki is number 3. You've all got crowns. Astroblaze and Squeaky Clean, Skelly are 4, 5, and 6. 7 and 8 goes to Ami and Nightwatcher. You have surpassed. I wonder what the count is for that then. Like how many messages you need to send into chat to get those scores.
I assume you can only get so many an hour. I'm at 150 now, so I don't want to be higher.
You want to be 150?
No, I want to be number 1. I'm going to go steal Nisty's legs.
I mean, if you want to be higher, you have to contribute to chat, I think. Or just Google how to get more points.
We're all tied.
You have to Google it. I don't know what pose to give her. I like the hair though. Very pretty. What kind of hobbies and activities do you think this character would enjoy? That isn't just a vivisection. Uzi, how dare you be number 1 yapper? Uzi, you're number 2. You're like surpassing me on the number 1 yapper. Good job, Nisty. Squeaky, gotta steal a crown. And Bagoki. Apace? Meloria? Meliora? Otherwise known as the European honeybee, is the main type of bee used in beekeeping. What bee facts? What other bee facts do you know? She has like, I like the scythe hands, are very cute. What if we do a play on that? You know that cutesy anime pose where they like tuck their hands under their chin, only it's literal blades. That's quite fun. Pointier at the other side. Literal blades. This is more of a threat. Then how would that imply the rest of her would look? So she's got like an empire waist going on. By the looks of it. So we want like a high bust for the dress, like does its thing. Which is interesting because with OCs, you don't see things like empire dresses as much unless it's a period OC, like a time one.
Hey,
What are you doing? Laser pointer.
I would never leave
Hey, Wolf. I just saw like a glint of laser pointer and then Pebble like scurrying around the floor. You might be able to hear his feet. So bring that hair tie up a little bit. Misty, Uzi, I'm just like that. What were you chatting? Bagoki, Bombus, otherwise known as the bumblebee, is native to the Americas and either lives alone or sleeps under leaves, or lives in tiny colonies underground. It's cute. We get bumblebees in England. Does that mean they're invasive? Like, how do we handle this pose? This character's not got traditional anatomy, so I think we can push it a little bit, potentially. Potentially. Potentially, not certain. I might change it. Could try with like a courtesy pose. Who's that character though? Need art reps. Sorry, this is a slow one. I hope it's not boring. So I'm like, I want to do. It's like, should I do a dancing pose? Like a twirly dance pose. Give me a look. Because they've kind of got a doll look about them. I'm also trying to make sure I avoid poses that match other poses I've already done. I'm trying to make sure, because obviously it's the posing meme. I'm trying to make sure they all get unique poses. Draw Walter White. That's not somebody on ArtFight, so see. Easy, I want to draw, but I don't know who or what to draw. Well, what sort of stuff do you enjoy drawing? Why not? Because Walter White is an OC that's not been put on here. It's Netflix's OC, okay? Let me think. See, it's easier to pose when they've got hands. Hands, I think, help. Oh yeah, Empire Waist. Like, this is definitely a cutesier pose. I'm not sure what to do with the other hand, unless it's just continues to be sharp, you know? It's very rounded. And that head is also very sharp compared to, not head, the neck, sorry, very sharp compared to what she actually has. Whoa. That's a lot more accurate. Like, if we can at least get one drawing on the board, that's got us started. My Pentax setting seems to have changed a little, though. I don't like having pressure on. It's throwing me. Let me just work out the anatomy and then I'll make it rounder because we've got a bit of a rubber hose thing going on with the arms. And I need pen pressure off. Please go. Do not want pressure. Just give me one line. Thank you. Mr. Jcrow, remember that Walter White drawing you made? Yeah. You made me sleep in the yard. Skelly, I get a 7-hour trip in 5 days. Yippee. I hope you enjoy it. Pack well. Might mainly targets the blood the what? The brood? Huh. Brood of drone honeybees? Which stay oops, I've clicked something. Stay capped the longest. I'm not sure what these words mean. They stay capped the longest, and the mites then grow in numbers and feed on the bees' fat glands. Do you mean because the way that the honeycomb works is you get the bee in here, and for one reason or another they tend to block off the egg entrance? Is that what you mean when you're saying they say capped the longest? Are they like hibernating in there or something? You know, I could keep the cutesy pose and just amp up the grisliness of it. You know, like splatter on the blades. And then they... Clotenspiel! The spiel is this! The Glockenspiel! She's... See, I got the clot part. The plot is going to be a reference to blood clot, surely. Okay, so I think as far as a generic idea goes, it could go for something cutesy and posing, and then just, like I say, make her a bit more grisly. Maruki, hello! Hi! Hi, oh my gosh, it's so cute already. Welcome, thank you. We also drew Apple today. So got this one done. Very cute. And now we're doing a spookier character. I'm just trying to work them out a little bit more. So I'm trying to work out the anatomy. So if we just do a bit of a human anatomy for the sake of reference. So like a human body, just while I work stuff out and try and make sure the proportions are somewhat better. They do have rubber hose limbs, so it could come down here in theory. And then we'd have an arm here. But again, rubber hose. The character does have an extra long neck because they are a spooky character. Okay. Okay, and now we're going to try with an additional sketch on top of that. So we've also got more space on the neck to add this wiggly necklace that the character wears. It seems to be irregular in thickness, so I'm going to try and make it not perfectly shaped. Not entirely sure how her body is connecting to those arms. I'm wondering if it's got like a ball joint thing going on. So we could go with ball joints, or we could go with... I mean, we could hide them like a bit of a dress hem. You know, like sleeves. We could try something like that. Keep the ball joint looking bit. And then round off this part to match the actual anatomy more. This is what I mean when I say sometimes it's helpful to know anatomy so that you can later break it with different characters, depending on what you're drawing. I mean, there's lots of uses for it. Jack and Colby, for example, I do it a lot with them. So I think we can just keep this arm loopy, because again, rubber hose limbs. I think I'd like to bring this one down a bit more though, and get a bit more of a U shape on the angle. And then I'm okay with the extra movement on the rest because I do want to make it look like more splattery, you know? I can draw water better than that. It's fine. We know I can animate it, so. Uzi, how are you drawing a body so easily? A lot of practice. A lot of practice. And even then, sometimes I mess up. And Mariki, is that because that to Apple as well? I'm glad you find them both cute. This one's I said Uglio. It's not Uglio. That L is in the. How are we pronouncing that? I've been calling him Paint Uglio. I'm so sorry. I felt mean. Bagoki, after the brood is properly fed, their cells get capped with the comb. They grow into a pupa and later break out of the cell when they have matured. Drone brood is the best for mites to target because they're the largest and stay capped the longest, so they've got more time to grow. Oh. Let's see, finally got my appetite back after 2 days. About to feast. Enjoy your feast. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And at this pose, we might not be able to see the other keys. I'm going to keep the like round shape going so it looks a little bit more like she's moving. Do we think that the keys continue around the rest of the dress? Because I could continue them along if we think it goes around all of her instead of just the front. I'm looking at my ArtFight tabs. It's taking me a minute because I have like 7 open. No Apple, you've already been drawn, not you. You. Because the only ref we have for the character is the one that's on the scene at the minute. I mean, a Glockenspiel has more keys than that, so I think it's safe to assume there's more, right? So we can put an extra one like there, maybe. And rotate this one a bit more. And bring it out. Uzi, have you decided what you'd like to draw yet? Draw something spooky. Spooky time. Uzi, man, I've been drawing for 3 years and I still can't draw these. I have been drawing for like 10 at least. Yeah, about 10 years I've been. I have also got jobs that involve art and illustration. Like, I have been paid to animate for companies and for freelance. I've been paid to do comics and stuff. And I've done formal education and stuff too. I've got loads of practice. Do not feel disheartened by people with more experience. Don't let it stop you creating. Because it's sad when that happens. There's a lot of people I know where it like I know when I was a beginner artist as well, one of the things that used to really discourage me in terms of animating was looking at productions that you'd see as one-off animations on YouTube, for example, and I'd be like, oh gosh, that's way more than what I could ever do. And in reality, it's like one of the biggest things I notice as someone with more experience is the difference is they're not one person, they're a team. Even independent animators, so like let's say old Vivsy Pop, not Hell of a Boss, old stuff like the music videos. If you stick around for the end credits, you'll see that there was a team. It wasn't just one person animating all that. So it's that sort of thing. I'm going to bring this arm out so the silhouette is a little bit broader. And then I'm going to move the other arm too. We'll have a little bit of overlap on the key. That's fine. And then we'll move the other arm. So I know that artists tend to be just one person doing it, but like from an animation example, like I say, it's like, yeah, they've got all this done and they've got it done in a certain amount of time and all this stuff, but experience, team, and money, gosh, money is a huge indicator of that too. Like, if no one had to work, how much more creative media would be available? I think COVID was a good example of that. The amount that people were able to explore and like learn things because they didn't have to work. Oh, if I rotate that ever so slightly and just have like a sharp pointing at the neck there, that might look cool. Mochi Stars, hi, I'm back again. Hi, Mochi, it's good to see you. Erin, hi, welcome. It's good to see you as well. Misty, I can draw the kinda. You can draw. I know you recently drew your cat variant with the big statue on Discord. So Nisty found a giant, like, furry statue, but it was on a bench, right? It was like a long bench. And it was one of them where the furry statue was just sat, taking up half the bench. One of them that you can sit and pose with. Pretty great. It was like a grandma wolf looking thing. It was giving Red Riding Hood. I'm gonna get the keys. Make them a little bit thinner because they're too chunky. And I want them to line up better underneath the character. I can get rid of the body sketch now. We don't need that. We will, however, add more space for splash on the dress. Splash. And I think I do want to make that rounder. Let's do that. I might draw the head at an angle too, so we're going to do that on a different layer. Mochi, you're still shopping, by the way. Well, are you having fun? Are you getting some good shopping done? You bought anything cool? You at Pop Mart? You going to Miniso? You're at Pop Mart and Miniso? I like scary characters. I really want to get to work on the new characters that I have concepts for. Like, I straight up even have like animation ideas and stuff for them. It's very, I'm quite excited in terms of being inspired to do it. But I have a lot to do in the meantime as well. Draw them big, beautiful eyes. Gorgeous. And the drips. We will add extra details to the eyes on the shading side of things. And do something a bit better with, like, that necklace. Uzi, I'm so lost my brain is not braining. What you lost about? Nisty, believe it or not, that statue was legit ergonomic to sit on. But how are you doing, Dayrain? I know you've been doing some art videos recently. We can get rid of this. No! Not the entire drawing, the sketch. Where do you think you're going? Okay, so I was gonna like tilt the head a little. See, I like characters like this as well that have different anatomy in terms of spookiness or art style. It's all very interesting. Let me check permissions on this character real quick. Anything goes. Anything is fine. Read the specific permissions for some characters as they may be different for each OC. Other than that, have fun. So considering this character is made of blood, has a scary face behind the hidden mask, and anything goes, we could potentially make it gorier in terms of, you know, like eyeballs or something. Okay, so that's about the size we'd normally expect, and then I was considering adding more like splatter detail to these a bit more. Heart-shaped one. I need to redo the necklace too. It's got more splats. We have the funky necklace. I don't want the necklace to like overlap the hair too much. Because I'm thinking overall silhouette and just trying to keep it clean. Or clear is probably a better word. That looks about right. Uzi, so real. Twins? Oh, your art brain cell's not braining, and then Mochi, Uzi, our brains are not braining twinning. Well done. Darren, I didn't mean to write. I'm after the question. But Goki, why do old cameras make me feel nostalgic, but I was not alive when they were normal? I don't know. That's an interesting question. Hmm. Nisty, you hope you're not becoming sick. You've been feeling weird past couple of days. Hopefully not. Especially like the type of work you're doing outside, the manual labor in the sun. If you're not well, that's not going to be any easier to do. Uzi, I love mouthless characters. I love a good faceless character in general. Yeah, I get you, Uzi. I get you. Hmm. That swirl was quite ugly. Try again. This one's also a little bit ugly, so we're going to fix it up. No, ugly. We'll get rid of it. Bald. She's bald, and she hates people with hair. Not bad, but we're going to make that a rounder. Oop, huge brush. No, thank you. Drips. We're on 11 likes. Damn. Thank you, everybody. Where'd you all go? Talented. Misty is still number 1. Uzi is still number 2. Bagoki is still number 3 with the crown. Squeaky clean. You have to try harder if you're trying to swipe it. Mochi, he would have pretty deep blue eyes. I've just had to reset chat because it wasn't reloading. Sorry. Discussions about swarms of bees? Should Kara have an older brother? Ooh. Should. Should she? He can fight off her stinky, like, uppity prince. I'm gonna give it a little bit of a curves because it's giving theatre mask to me. So the lore says this character has very pointy teeth underneath this mask. Ah, Uzi, oh my god, she's bald, and she's torturing people who have hair. Yeah, I saw somebody, he was, okay, so the video went, so I've been kicked out of another art-centric, writer-centric Discord server, and he's talking to TikTok. He's like, all I did, I checked, it didn't violate any rules, and at first it was giving, were you doing something like weird? And he was like, I was told that apparently my stories were bad form, using other people's OCs and writing about making their OCs bald. And apparently that's bad form. And he goes on to then say, okay, how am I meant to write about my OC, the witch that makes people go bald, without making your character bald? So imagine you're in a Discord server and somebody just, behold, I wrote fanfic of my character, my OC, and your OC, and it's like, oh, okay. And you give it a read, and it's like, I used my OC, the witch that makes people bald. Your character's bald now. Oh, I thought it was really funny. Uzi, as soon as I heard you say theatre, I just got hit with big nostalgia. I'm Mochi. BRB, almost done with shopping. I need to charge my phone. Astroblaze, are you sure this wasn't squeaky? Oh, my men are right about my OC, the witch who makes people bald without making your OC bald. But yeah, he got kicked out and banned from another Discord server because it was considered bad form. I'm like, but that's really funny. I have no idea how I'd react to, hey, I wrote fan fiction of our characters. But okay. And then you just have a read, and it's like, suddenly, the witch that makes people bald appear. How would you write that? How would you word that? I'm trying to like make the waist a bit higher. Because I accidentally made it too low. Because again, Empire waist. Mochi. You found a really cute cat mug. What? Buy it. Buy it. Purchased. You purchased it, right? You own a really cute cat mug is what you meant to type. Oh, Uzi, I have an art tablet and I'm afraid to use it. Well, you own it. You may as well use it. Why are you afraid? It's not going to bite. Unless by art tablet you mean you've kidnapped an artist, put them in your basement and told them to draw so you could post it on the internet and pretend it was you. Is that what you did? In that case, it might bite. I probably would. What a stream to say that I would bite when I was drawing with a pen in my mouth earlier. Drawing with my teeth. The context of people just drawing earlier in the stream, Uzi was talking about eating my pens, apparently eating my fingers, so I was like, fine, I will draw with my teeth. So this cursed art in chat, not in chat, in the stream further up. Oops, that is not the eraser. You go. Daring Pebble. Ooh. Wait, every time I say his name, he comes in. We might have him now. The light's off, so I can't spot him. Ragoki, you should draw Heaven. You shot a book with your Nerf gun. Oh my gosh. And Uzi, I'm scared of people who ship their OCs with characters from games or shows. Why are you scared of them? Why are they frightening? Tell me. What's the scariest bit of it? It's not quite the same thing because I don't own a character. Well, I do own a characters. I don't own a show. But I know I have received random ship fan art before of people drawing their OCs with mine. Like, I didn't even know them that well, and they were just like, hey, let's get this tag. And that, well, it was quite cute, actually, to be honest. It was like they were age-appropriate characters. I should probably specify, I know a lot of this Jack and Colby stuff, like Jack and Colby children, it was not them. I was with some of my alien characters who are adults. Bagoki, I really want eggs I can eat raw. In theory, all eggs can be eaten raw if you're brave enough. But that would require me to raise my own chickens and vaccinate them, which is not too hard. What you Somebody in chat recently was talking about getting chickens a while ago. I could have sworn it was you, Bagoki, though. Where you were talking about getting chickens and naming one Trump. Mochi, BRB, one sec. Bye bye. So this method I've done here, where I drew the curves of the keys first, is because I want to try and make sure they line up while sweeping around the dress. So sometimes I'll do this. It's not actually a method for something, it's just something I do. You're welcome. It's too thick to be a key. But the key, they all have these pins in them. So I'm going to assume it's meant to be pinned in, but that one's definitely loose in that pose. Nisty, 3 minutes till bedtime. Damn, that last hour went quite quick. I think it started a little slow while I was grabbing the references, but once it started going, that went pretty quick actually. Oh, so last stream for the second half, I drew a new emote for the Discord server that's available now. And hey, if I unlock Super Chat and we can put our own Super Chat emotes in, then I'll upload those to the channel too. Yay! I'm a while off Super Chat, so they were just a subject earlier. Okay, that key is definitely too thin. And wants redrawing in a slightly better pose. The rest are fine. These are on a different layer. Oh, they are good. Hi, Rebel. Hello. Hi. Hi, little baby cat. Hi, tiny newborn. Never even opened his eyes yet. Teeniest cat, 1 day old. Is that you? You is? He is so pleased with himself. He's like, yes, I am the newborn baby cat. I've not even ever opened my eyes yet. Mimi Pebble. Totally not too. He don't care so long as he's getting, like, cuddled and played with. Uzi, some people make it super misleading like, say we take N from Murder Drones and the person takes the OC and makes N super overprotective, which is super wrong. He's just a silly guy. Ah. Pebbles. Yes, Pebbles here. Deering, can't you eat raw eggs in Japan? There are definitely different ways of being able to eat raw egg. I definitely look up eating in safely, but there are definitely different ways different cultures will eat raw eggs or like lesser cooked eggs. Technically, anything other than a boiled egg is some type of raw. Like dippy eggs, we can dip stuff in them. Usually it's those people that give you fur. Okay, the mischaracterization is what you're fearing. Or the mischaracterization when it's also making them like ferally over the protective. Gosh, I just remembered some of the. Okay, so when Undertale released, there was a lot of people that were in love with Sans, and they would also make their own self-insert characters and fan characters to date Sans. And I just remembered this incident where a person, like, I wasn't big on Undertale, so I don't know a lot of details. And even then, I managed to hear about this situation. This girl, well, the character was a girl anyway. They were like, no, Sans is my husbando specifically, and all of you are lying. And she would call people out to be like, no, he doesn't love your OC, he loves my OC. And stuff like that. That was wild. Like she'd like DM people and make posts and stuff about it. And draw a picture of Sans being angry about it too, like that's not my babe. Oh, that was a little bit much. I swear I heard that there was death threats type situation, like violence, threats of violence. It's like Sans as a character, canonically, I'm not so sure Sans could be all that bothered to put up that much of a fight for it, to be honest. But that was a problem. Not every shipper was doing that, but it was just one person in particular who would fight people basically. It was like, yo, at the end of the day, it's not your character, is it? It's Kobe Fox, right? I don't remember much about them. I know that the OC was like super pink. Unless I'm mistaken it for something else. I just remember it being like a really pink, girly character. Nifty, bedtime, Uzi. No, no, stop, please stop. Am I frightening you? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You literally just told me this is your fear and I'm like dangling it in front of you. Like, I am scared of this thing. Me, want to know about that thing? It's like when Craiglich found out I didn't like spiders and he was like, I'm gonna put spider facts in chat now. I'm like, stop. Cease, desist. Okay, line up for this character is pretty close to being done. Jcrow, it's 2 minutes past your bedtime. What? Thanks for letting me know. I pay like no attention to it. And now we have a bit of a spooky OC going. I'll add some more like splashiness to it and some shininess to the dress, hopefully, and she'll be nice and spooky. In the meantime, I will be uploading the completed character apple to ArtFight as an attack. Are the hands hammers, Deering? I think they're scythes. I think this them. They could be hammers because they are rounded. They look painful. I feel like if I got hit by one, it'd be painful. So we'll go with that. Or painful. And we're at the end of the stream. Thank you everybody for joining. It was good to see you all again today. Oh, I hit the fan. But shout out to everyone we've seen in chat. Thank you for joining in. Deering, Bagoki, Uzi, Nisty, Skelly, Astroblaze, Mochi Stars Arts, Miruki, Squeaky Clean. I think Squeaky Clean is the one I was missing there. Night Watcher 2, we saw you as well. So, thank you all for joining the stream. The streaming schedule is Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday between 8 p.m. and 10 p.m. UK time. Depending on where you are, good morning, good afternoon.